Thanks so much for joining me. Today we are doing the Get Ready With Me for my top 10 favorites from Chanel for 2025. So let's go ahead and get started. Since I really like both of the primers, we're gonna do a side-by-side of them. So let's go ahead with the mattifying on this side and the illuminating on this side. And then when I add the mattifying, I mainly add it to just this center part where I get more oily and then clean the eyebrow area. And then I don't apply it here. The Base Illuminatrice, and we'll add that one to the side of my face. A couple of scars here. I am adding this one all over the face. I do want a little bit of glow on the exterior. Yeah, so if I really wanted to get complicated, I could do the mattifying in the center and then the illuminating on the exterior, because I like glow on the exterior and I'm combo. So more oily in the center, more dry on the exterior, or normal. So I think that would be one way to use both of them if you've got both of them. Okay, let's go in with this first. I'm gonna go in with the eye concealer. This is the one that I use for very perfected makeup and remembering not to use too much and remembering to make sure I am moisturized well under the eye area. I'm gonna use this BK Beauty A506 just a little bit. I just wanted to do this first to show you the power of it. It's in the shade 40. You'll see it's kind of like, I don't think I've ever described it this way. It's kind of like the Clé de Peau equivalent for the under eye area. I don't use the Clé de Peau stick concealer under the eye. It's a little too dry for me. But in terms of the opacity of it, in terms of its level of coverage, it does a really nice job. So there's one side, I'll do the other side. So it's better to, if you're not used to this, to put it on your hand first and then apply it, because it will probably be too much. Like that's a lot right there, as you can see. Okay, I know that looks like a lot from here, but we'll add foundation in a bit. So let's go in with two foundations. I want you to see these side by side because they are almost equal with each other, but depending on the look that you want. So we'll go in with this SUBLIMAGE Le Temps right here, and this one is in 41 BD or BD 41. It's got a golden tone to it, and you'll be able to see next to B40 because I know many of you are similar in skin tone to me, so you'll be able to see how different or similar the shades are, but you'll definitely see an undertone difference. So I'm just going to take this Shiseido brush here. Very similar finish to the eye concealer. So it's more of a satin finish. And then let's go in with the other one. This is the Sublimage L'Essence de Temps. This one is in the pump and it's a different shade. This is in B40. So BD41 and B40. You can see the difference there. This is definitely more neutral over here, B40, than this one. This has a warm undertone. We use this BK Beauty 107. I'll just take the littlest bit. Also remember the primers are different. So we'll also see a different effect because of the primer. Okay, so I think you can definitely see a difference there. So they are very specific looks. This is more satin, this is more glowy, and you have different undertones. So more golden over here with the BD, so the doré, the golden tone, and then here with the beige tone. But you can see they both work for me, so I think it is a preference thing. Let's go in with the concealer. This one is actually the color corrector in Pesche. It's pretty good, the coverage that we have. We didn't put too much foundation on at all on either side. So I'm gonna go in with this so you can see how peachy it is. Here, I mean, I barely need concealer at this point. Let me just do these little scars here. They definitely need a peach tone to them. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the concealer. This one is in BD41. This is the concealer, the newer version of it. And we'll use this here as well. I've got broken capillaries, so it's got a little bit more of a, it's not olive, but it has a tone that's going to help combat that redness of the broken capillaries. Just gonna use the same brush. And that's it for the complexion. And because I don't love this powder, this is normally where I would be powdering, but I don't love this powder. So we're gonna skip this. I think I mentioned in the favorites, this is my least favorite, like actually one of my least favorite products this year. And I don't know if it's because of the color being too dark, but I just did not enjoy this. So let me know if you enjoyed it. Okay, let's see. Spilling everything everywhere. I'm gonna do my brows and then we'll come back because I'm gonna use a non-Chanel product. Okay, I just went in with the Kosas. This is the brow product I used, Brn Blk. And then I used the Victoria Beckham Eyewear in Trench right underneath to cancel out that darkness. We're gonna go in with the eyes. This is a very easy, simple eye. We're going to go in with Brun Talpa. I love this shade. It's one of my most used eyeshadows. I love that it gives so much dimension so quickly. And I'll wear this one all by itself. Just like that. Just enough glow. Next, we're going with 234 Beige Sable. And this is the one that has like a champagne-y color to it. I'm just going to add it with my clean hands here and then take a little bit and just apply it to the center. And it just builds a little bit more dimension, gives a little bit of brightness right there. So this is the difference. And that's it for the eye. It was really quick. As you can see, that's very simple, very easy. We're gonna go in with this eyeliner in Taupe Fume. I really wish this was available, but I really have used it so much. It's one of the main eyeliners I've been using this year because it's so subtle, but also does the job of an eyeliner by helping define this a little bit more without being too much. So it's like a soft, cool brown minky color. And then I can also use this to build in dimensions. So I'm gonna show you how I did, actually I wore it like this in all those favorites videos. This is what I had on. I had this and I just kind of worked this into the corner to build this depth a little bit into the crease. So now you can see the difference with a little bit of this and then without. So I'm gonna even that out. Okay, and then I'm gonna go over it again with the Brun Talpa, just to blend that a little bit. So it can easily go from like a daytime look to a more evening look by adding a little bit of the liner. I mean, this can work with any liner, but I just happen to really love this one. I'm gonna go in with the Beige Sable again and just pop that on. So you can see a more slightly dramatic eye. Next, we're going to go in with the mascara. This is the Le Volume de Chanel mascara, and this is the one I finally found that I love. We're gonna add some really beautiful volume. So that there is one coat. I'm gonna keep building. Okay, I went with maybe like 2.5 coats of mascara to get there. We're almost done. So we're gonna go in with this limited edition blush, and I love to be able to include these in my favorites of the categories because I try not to include them in the favorites of the year or in Holy Grails because they're only available for a short amount of time. So this is a place I get to highlight some of my favorites, and I like that this one has a really pretty subtle tone and a subtlety in general about it. It's not so intense. It has the slightest glow, and I'm not picking up the highlighter. I have this little Ray Morse brush, really great kabuki brush here, Mini, and it just goes really nicely in that spot. And since I didn't powder, it will set my makeup a little bit for me. And this is buildable, so we can go in a little bit more and add some more color. My concealer, I'm going to clean up a little bit of the eye makeup. So I've got here a Clair concealer brush. It's great. It's a very precise brush, very precise brush, you can see there. Going in with the eye concealer, the one we used earlier. Put some on my hand to make sure I have the right amount. So you can see it brightens. We're gonna add this highlighter. It's a transparent product if you haven't seen it before. So we don't have particles in there, we have just the texture glow. Great for textured skin because it doesn't really bring out texture like a typical powder highlighter can, which requires particles for it to glow. Okay, and then we are going in with the Rouge Allure Lustre here. Yeah, I really enjoy this product. I have a few shades that I really like. Today we're using 832. This is Rouge Libre. And we cannot forget fragrance. So my favorite fragrance from Chanel this year is 1957. It has a very clean scent, very wearable. I mentioned it's approachable yet exclusive at the same time because I don't smell a lot of people wearing this. I'm sure many of you have this, but it's such a beautiful, classic, clean, everyday, yet can go into evening fragrance. And then there's a little bit of like a fresh green scent to this. So like I said, I do wear this every day. I wear it at home for myself. I'll wear it in the evenings, and it's not overpowering. It's a perfume that is beautiful without trying too hard. And I think that's what I really appreciate about it. That is it for the Get Ready With Me using my Chanel top 10 favorites, as well as some other Chanel items. Let us know what you prefer. Also, what's your skin type and what have you been using the most from Chanel this year? We'd love to know. That is it for today's video, so please take care of each other, stay well if you enjoyed this video. If you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time. This is the SUBLIMAGE, and I used the Victoria Beckham Baby Blade in Taupe, and then I used the Victoria Beckham Eyewear in, what was I gonna say? So going in with my